Hi, my name is Amanda Marney. I'm an agricultural preparedness specialist with the University of Missouri Extension. Today I'm going to talk to you about disaster kits. Disaster kits are very important to help protect you and your family. Especially here in southwest Missouri, we have a lot of spring storms and winter storms, and disaster kits can help us be better prepared for those times. A lot of times we find ourselves without electricity, without phone service, and so by putting together our disaster kits now, we're better prepared for those times. The first thing that I like to talk about when packing a disaster kit are food and water. Water is very important. You need to have 1 gallon per person per day, and that sometimes adds up to a lot of water. You have to think about that. If you have 4 members in your family, you're going to have 4 gallons per day, and we recommend packing enough for 3 days. So that is going to add up, but you need to have enough water for yourself and your family. Also keep in mind that you need water for your pets as well. So if you're going to have pets in your house, cats and dogs, you need to have water for them as well. When we talk about food, we like to have you pack easy to prepare foods, especially if you're without electricity and you're trying to find a way to prepare those foods. You need to have the easiest to prepare foods as possible. So I like to pack Pop Tops. I don't know if you can see here, but Pop Tops are a lot easier than remembering a manual can opener to put in your disaster kit. But if you can't get those Pop Tops, remember to include a manual can opener in your kit. Also pack high energy foods like granola bars and other items. Nuts are really good. Crackers, that type of thing to put in your disaster kit. Moving on to first aid items and tools that you might need. Always pack, of course, your weather radio because you're going to be without electricity, and make sure that those batteries are charged in that weather radio. Also, you might need flashlights. There are different types of flashlights you can include in your kit. If you have one that runs on batteries, of course, remember to replace those batteries. I am never good at that, so I make sure that I have this type of flashlight packed in my kit, and this is also a flashlight and an FM radio, and it runs on crank, and I can just crank that up and we're good to go. So if I forget to include batteries, I still have my flashlight. Also in your first aid items, make sure that you have a general first aid kit. That's good to have. And any prescription and non-prescription medications that you might have. Food, in addition to that, clothing and blankets are very important. Make sure, especially in the winter months, you have like gloves, jackets, scarves, anything that you might need. Also make sure that you have enough clothing, that you have an extra set of full clothing and footwear for each of your family members. If you had to go out and it was snowy and you got wet, you're going to need to change those clothes, so you don't want to become chilled. Make sure you have enough blankets, sleeping bags, things like that, so that you can keep warm, because without that electricity, it's not going to be as warm as what you're used to. Moving on to special needs items, make sure that you include things that you use every day. If you have a baby, make sure that you have diapers. I have some juice here for babies, all of the all the food that they might need. For adults, make sure that you include things like your hearing aid batteries or denture needs items. If you wear contacts, make sure you have extra solution, or make sure you pack an extra pair of glasses just in case you need those. Don't forget your pets. Of course, you're going to need food and snacks. If your dogs are like mine, they definitely need the snacks for those 3 days, so make sure that you pack those. And don't forget about entertainment. During this time, if you're without electricity, kids are used to being plugged in. Well, they no longer will be. So make sure that you have games available to them, also books and other things that they can do without electricity. These are some of the things that I would suggest you pack in your disaster kit. And if you want more information, I would suggest that you check University of Missouri Extension's website as well. Thank you.